Well, hello there, nerds! So, I'm sure you've noticed that there is a new banner out right now. That, of course, is our 4- and 5-star focus banners. Let's take a look at them, and then we're going to open up a discussion because, actually, there is a wide variety of summoning banners out right now that I feel really kind of cross, at least cross a point that I can at least talk about this and give you a bit of a better idea. Because, of course, tomorrow we have the Faucian banner, which I know a lot of you are actually looking forward to. So, yeah? Well, let's just take a look, shall we? So, anyways, let me just say it's good to see Soleil's here. Hinata, Roy is returning. Teltia, ooh, Abel, Matilda, Camilla, Faze, of course, available. All of them, all in all, except Barst. I think, yeah, Barst kind of. That's, I guess, Spur Attack is something that he can have. And Brave Axe, but oh, hey, Klein's back too, so you know what? I'm sure a lot of you are probably aiming for that boy just because he has that. He has so many skills. That poor boy is just the god fodder. Still, here we are once again looking at, a banner, and I oftentimes get asked, at least when it came to the Faucian banner, oh god, that's going to be a disaster, is the usual thing that people talk about, because when it comes to summoning banners, well, there's a lot of problems. Now, just so we're clear, to give you an example of how much this manipulates things, okay, when it comes to banner pulls and a lot of the things that come with these sort of banners, especially with the legendary fodder one, where, just so you know, you still can get that that non-5-star focus, which is... that really kills a lot of it, I'm sure. But just to give you an example, most of the units are most of the at least the red units, they're kind of under like 1% at like getting at 5-star if you were to roll at 3% here, which is painful. But then again, this banner is not for that. You're not aiming for 5-star units. You're mostly aiming for a unit that will have a great skill. Maybe you'll bring them up, maybe you won't, maybe you'll fodder them off to another one, who knows. Anyways, next up, a lot of people always go, well, you always kind of talk smack about the legendary banners. Well, that's mostly because it's not a banner that is really good for pulling or sniping a specific unit. That's this one at least has a little bit more of an advantage over the fodder ones, where the non-focus 5 stars are out of the equation, of course. And it's usually a great grab bag kind of thing. Kind of dealio. And all of these are like around 2%, at least if you were to pull at 3% for these types of banners. I like legendary banners, but sniping for specific units is always such a drag. And then, of course, we have these banners, but let's talk about one of the best types of banners to roll for, okay? Okay, alright, so let's just buckle down, and I'm going to give you some math, and I'm going to give you some ideas of what it can be like when it comes to banners, and why it really matters the amount of not only units that are available, but also the amount of colors in those focus. How many are deviated up or divided up in between the colors. So this is probably one of the best banners that is out right now when it comes to pure potential at grabbing a unit or sniping for one specifically. So that's mostly because, again, Celica, Harden, Grima, they're all separated by color. And that's a good thing. Not only that, but because there are less of them in the focus, that also means that there's not very many to dilute it. Not very many that will, raise the amount that you may get, or lower the amount that you may get the 5-star. To give you an example here, okay? Let's just go with this. Here's Celica. She's technically... she's red. You can probably get her. The average around here would probably be about 3.32%. That is, if at base value 3% rolling, you'll have maybe 3% chance to get her if you're lucky when rolling for reds. And of course, we have Arden. He's at 3.78. And then finally from there, Robin, he's at 5.35, according to my math here, as a chance to roll. Now, why is that? Well, that's mostly because greens are very underpopulated. That's just usually how it rolls. And this right here, these examples here are some of the best banners because they give you at least a better shot at getting that focus unit. Sure, you might get broken by a pity breaker, and that always sucks, but you'll have a better chance at rolling at them base value. To give you an example of how things alter, let's take a look at the focus shadow in the mirror and give you an idea. So, Zelgius and, of course, our good good friend Celica, the normal one. They are both available in this banner. They are both reds, and because of that, that is a bit of a situation. I'm sure you guys already know what it's like to roll for red hell, or just roll in general when there's two colors that are, the same, same color, focus. It sucks. It's not fun. And of course, you get the basic idea. But it also lowers, in essence, the chance of at least pulling one of those units that you're looking for, and it kind of lowers the chances of at least getting them. So Celica before, 3.32. Now, with two reds in the pool and a larger focus, that lowers down to 2.55 for both of these units. So therefore, the chances of you getting those units has diminished slightly. That's just kind of how it rolls with a lot of these things. When it comes to banners, it's always kind of a game of picking and choosing in a sense. You never really want to roll on a banner that's all reds, obviously. We've kind of had that problem before. I'm not sure if anyone was around during the whole cleric era where we had the voting gauntlet based around the clerics where everything was colorless and it was an utter nightmare. But, well, at least a nightmare for some people. That was also back in the day when staff units just weren't very fun. They're a lot better now, obviously, but you get the basic idea. Simply put, smaller is better, and more good lord, more variety, more color variety is definitely key. You want to always, and that's what you may have noticed that IS is going for a lot more often now, at least when it comes to banners that are new, and even in some of the other ones. Sadly, the movement speed one is gone, so I can't really give you an example here, but, this one is also another good example, in a way. Every character's a different color. We have all of them, red, green, blue, colorless, all of them. And to give you an example of these pulls, it's still not great for a lot of them, but it does show you that focuses as they go, as they add more to the pool, the percentile of what you get from them tends to diminish. Just to give you an example, Keita, 2.61, Hinoka, 97, 4.22 for Raven here, and of course 2.94 for Felicia. These are all those basic examples. So what do I think is going to happen when the Faucian banner comes out? Well, I'm not too sure. All I know is that it's just going to be a very odd occasion, and this is also why I tend to not enjoy seasonal banners as much, because more often than not, seasonal banners have 4 units. Sometimes they have 3, which is cool, and and when that happens, I'm always just ecstatic. It usually means that one of the seasonal units is going to be free, but you get the basic gist of it, and I feel that's just the better way to understand it. Now, we're going to redeem this. We're going to see. And as you can see, I always need to touch up on this, but I'm sure everyone and their mother already pretty much knows this. The orbs that you see here are usually generated by the population of, the unit pool. You'll see red orbs more often because red orbs, of course, and red units are more prolific. They're more often seen. Greens are typically the ones that are usually less seen, and blues and colorless are in between there. That's just usually how it is. So that's pretty much all I had to really talk about. Do I think the Faucian banner is going to be a problem? I'm not too sure. Will it be a disaster? I don't know. It's really up to you. I mean, if you want Aether at all, I mean, you can't. It doesn't hurt to get a Crom. I got a Shershi. What did you get? But there you guys go. There is a legendary fodder banner once again. Great characters just to get skills, honestly. I really can't say much else. The fact that Soleil was added was really cool too. So, all in all, fantastic stuff. Hope to see you all very soon. And, this was a fun little talk. All right, I hope, you got a little bit of knowledge out of that. I don't know if it was too rambly, but, For now, guys, catch you later.